Hey everybody, Doug here from 2 Plus Stuff, and we are hanging out playing some Warhammer Underworlds. It's just taking its time to load right now, and I'm excited. I wanted to talk about this game a bit more, and please let me know how the volume balance is going. I'm going to turn down my speaker on my end because this thing is blaring at me. I see we got Cody Bragg already. I was promised hugs. Buddy, I always got one here for you. Let me just pop out the chat so I can see it a little easier. Oh, nice. Okay, there we are. So, this last weekend, I did I'm not going to call it a demo, but it was a reintroduction, I should say, to the game. And the basic way it worked was I had my Kagra's Ravagers because I bought them to stock up. Let's see. Yeah, I like this board. I bought my Kagra's Ravagers to fill up some units of Chaos Warriors, but ultimately I just fell in love with the game again. My buddy Robbie gave me, like I said, a reintroduction demo. It was an absolute blast. I got to meet his lovely wife, and we just kind of hung out. Me and her played. He gave the rules. And I think it just went really well. I had a wonderful time. And since then, I tried getting back into Underworlds a little bit more aggressively because so much has changed that I just like it a lot. So I did my last stream here was with the other Khorne Warband, and I found that I just didn't have that oomph with them. So I tried the same concept of deck, being very aggressive, very aggro-centric, with easy to obtain glory, where I just smash my opponent and try to stop their plan. But I tried it with Magore's Fiends this time. I think I can achieve those. Okay. Feel pretty good. The hardest thing, man, the only thing rarer than a copy of Cursed City is finding someone to play Underworlds online with who isn't going to concede the second that they start losing. Okay, I don't know if I've played Sepulchral Guard. I'm just going to throw on the Hex lines because that makes it a little easier for me. This guy's always my bait. Gortok Flay Skull. Okay. Yeah, the community for the online game is rough right now. Well, and I think a good amount of it is pretty reasonable. Not because there's anything wrong with the game, just because I feel like the user interface is a little bit clunky. Like, I tried getting some of the local guys around here to play it, and they just didn't care for it. And it does operate at its own pace in terms of releases and stuff. It really is his own jam. Yeah. Gonna have the computer go. Okay. But anyway, hey Corey, let me ask you, do you play Underworlds? I'm very curious. Ooh. Nope. Sweet. Reaction. Get to draw 2 more cards. You gonna kill my boy? Oh, Spezia's in the chat. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, if you're getting into Underworlds on the tabletop and see all the current warbands, it's pretty disheartening to learn that most of them aren't available. I agree. I think I wouldn't mind it if it was clear how, like, if the online version had as clear as a roadmap as the tangible version. And by that I mean, like, if it was always like a year behind, I think people would be cool with that, right? Like, if this thing was doing Beastgrave warbands while the real world is doing Dire Chasm, I think that would be a much better proposition. But unfortunately, not so. I think. Wait, does Magore do 3? No, only 2 with his axe. Okay. So I'm going to have this guy attack. Nope, didn't matter. Basically, I have some cards that are... one of mine is if my leader takes somebody out of action. And so I'm hoping to score that. I got Magore right there. He's going to cruise missile up and go attack. But I just need to do 1 wound to him so that Magore can finish him off. Yeah, Corey, most of the time you'll have a few months after the season ends to get them. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I'll pass. Didn't see that I had that one. And we're going to pass. We don't want him to go anywhere because we want Magore to come in with the assist. My dude gets emboldened or whatever, levels up. I meant for the online game. I followed you, Corey, but yeah, it is weird when you're first starting out to be like, so why can't I buy this warband? No reason? Okay, cool. No doubt. Let's see. Ooh. Nice. Blah, blah. No, he's dead. We don't need that. Okay. Wunderbar. Okay, let's see. I always love to have this. I like when Magore is supercharged. I only got 1 activation left this round. What's my other stuff? If all your fighters are in enemy territory, that's not going to happen. I thought he was going to deploy more aggressively, so I'll be able to get 2 guys in there. That's technically possible with him. We'll try. We'll go for it. It's a long bomb, but we'll go for it. Oh, snap. He came right back. So he does... Oh, I didn't see that the path took me through that. That's okay. But I got 2 successes, right? Math. The attack that I did does 2 damage. He has 2 damage. I think I'm good to... Yeah, I think I kill him. I was like, what? It took me a hot second. Sweet. Surge, I got that as well. Nice. And since I threw him out there, I will upgrade him with an extra wound, just hopefully so he can keep on keeping on. Let's see, let's look at the chat here while we're waiting. Really excited about there being plenty of healthy community for it here. Yeah, that's the thing. So I can't get a full game of AOS to save my frickin' life, like a 2,000 point, you know, like we were going to a weekend event. But I can get Warcry, I can get Underworld, which is just games that I never could get before. That's very doable. Score this if all your fighters... Yeah, so these are the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, so... Get rid of this one. And I'll keep the round 3 one. Just because we're going into round 2, I want to have a nice backup that I know that I can do. I'll pass because I want to be able to dish out 3 damage on a shtick. Let me see what my things are. Score this immediately if your leader takes an enemy leader out of action. Oh, that's him over here. Hmm. So Magore, 1, 2, 3. Nah, he needs... Do I have a +1 move card? It's in my deck. I just don't know if I have it. Oh, I can push him 1 hex. So that one's doable. I can have my leader kill his leader. I don't think it'll work out quite perfectly this round, but when your warband takes an enemy fighter standing in enemy territory, okay, I could double up on that one. You go. I want him to have a chance to move his leader, even if he won't. Nope. Oh no! Oh, you're gonna put me into the beast pit, aren't you? Yep. We got a whole heap and helping of stuff to do here. So let's do push a fighter 1 hex. I'm gonna push him up here. Oh, strange. Okay. Choose a fire. They become inspired. Oh, he already is inspired. Interesting. Yeah, why not? We'll supercharge Riptooth. We want to buff Magore up. And we'll pass from here. Da, 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 da. Ooh. Yes, now we want to play this. 5 damage up your nose. Okay, I know I'm playing against the bot with no handicap, but I'm still... This is my second time using this deck, so I want to see if the cards I have in it are actually coming up, you know? I don't really want to upgrade that guy because he's about to die. Okay. What do I got? If there are no enemy fighters in your territory, that's totally doable. No escape if 3 or more fighters made a charge action, which we can still do. Okay. A Shardfall token. What's a Shardfall token? Does anybody know? Kind of want to just go attack some of these people way in the back. There we go. Shardfall is an impassable hex. Thank you. You can use it to zone out opponents. I kind of like that, actually. So normally when I win the roll-off and I have the chance to pick how my board lays out, I like to have it sort of be like a tight choke point type thing. This is his reaction shot back. Oh, look at that. That's okay. It gets him every once in a while. When it does, it's super cool. So that was 1, 2. I need 1 more charge. And now we're going to push him into the hex. And that'll kill him. Missed the Crimson Court at launch. 5 months later, still waiting on that restock. Oh my gosh. I know. My buddy who gave me the demo locally, Robbie, he has the Crimson Court as well, and it's just like I went to go look for it. I was like, there's just nobody. There's just nobody who has that thing in the whole world, apparently. Okay, shard fault token goes away. Just give me my ogre boss for the online game. Nice. Yeah. In the third end phase, if there are no fighters in your territory, score this or in their territory. Those both look fairly reasonable. He can move into my territory, but I don't see a reason for him to do so. Except that the computer knows all the cards that I have. Which is the bane. You know, it's like you feel like you're playing against friggin' Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes where you're just like, oh, the computer drew the exact card it needed? Awesome. Believing in the heart of the cards is a lot easier when, you know, you can make up what people draw. Oh! Ah, you done got my boy. That's a cool one. This fighter's defense changes. Okay. You can reroll any attack. Kind of ranges are we talking about here? So we got 2. So that'll bring up the damage 3. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay. He's gonna move there. What do you got? I don't have a reaction I want to do. With cleave, 4 damage. Yes. Okay. We'll need... Yeah, sure, I'll throw it on him just to get to stop asking me if I want to put it on him. Riptooth ain't messing around. If you want to play against non-bots. Oh, Corey, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I just didn't want to boot up the stream and then, one, not know how this deck worked, because I definitely didn't when I put it together last night. But it seems to be working out pretty well for me so far. I mean, in terms of... Obviously, I'm winning. But I mean, in terms of... I feel like everything that I've drawn, like, I have some use for it, which is kind of what I was more worried about. But I'm digging it. But yes, I'd love to. My God, this guy's a frickin' beast. Power step, nothing. What, I've already achieved all of these. Yeah, let's draw a new card just cuz. Cool. just gonna upgrade everybody just because we can. Because we got wealth to spare. Coolio, is the game friendless through stream or its own thing? You know, honestly, I don't know if I have before. I played one game with Dice Sagas. Let me try to remember how we did that. It probably helps if I'm not invisible. Corey, let me know what. Are we friends on here? Like, what's your Steam tag? I can figure that out. 26-2. Okay. Oh man, did I get a loot urn? The blood sighted. I thought I already had that. I swear, sometimes I really think it just repeats the same wins over and over again. You're like, Let's begin. Invite a friend. Ooh. Okay, friends. I'm gonna... My unique code. Are you ready? Corey, get a pen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now that I know that I messed up my entire feed, give me just a hot second. Okay, I'm back to where it was. When I clicked the new number pad, I forgot that... And I will wait for you, my friend. Actually, okay, I'll wait for you. I saw you type in on it the second that I was gonna back out and be like, oh wait, I don't want it to like waste it. I don't want to have it searching if you're not ready for you. I'm excited to see what Corey plays. He knows my deck now, or at least in theory. Opponent found. Corey the Brag. There he is. What's it going to be, buddy? Huh? Can't hit what you can't see. Okay. Oh, you want me to choose my board? Okay, let's see. Let's see. For fairness' sake, I'm gonna mute the stream. Well, thank you. No, it's no problem. You can feel free to pop in and chat. Otherwise, the tough talk is just one way. You're playing the 3-man warband, so an objective tile back here. Giving me the objectives. Interesting. Fair enough. Put it square into my zone. Okay. Score this immediately if your leader takes an enemy leader out of action. Score this if all your survive. Okay. I am going to go ahead and redraw those. Got a lot of ploys here. Okay, I think we're good. All right. I don't think it really matters, seeing as how you have fewer guys than me. Indian potato farmer. That's a heck of a username. Hey, man. Ooh, I like your color scheme on those guys, the Astral Templars. Okay. Oh, geez. Let's hope that's all the criticals you roll. Okay. Let's see. Fair enough. For the first from the attack. And I don't think I have a reaction to play. Oh, I do. And we'll succeed. No? Weird. Weird that it's offering and absolutely nothing about it is. Oh, that's right. She has no knockback. Dang it. I was really hoping he was going to do 3 damage and toss you into the whatever the pit is from Star Wars. Oh, sad day, Astria. Oh, no, you got it. Okay. For some reason, I misread the card. If you put a microwave in the oven, wouldn't you have a microwave oven? I think my guy does. One of these 2 guys ignores knockback. It must not be him. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's okay. I don't think... Oh, it does do 2 damage. Okay. I thought it only did 1. I thought his jam was that he only did 1. Let's see. What you got, Corey? Can't hit what you can't see. What's up? I got nothing. Let's see. Moving up, running. All right. I'll be honest. The main attraction to this game for me specifically is that the idea of the objective deck is like, I don't have to know what your thing does. I just have to be really good at doing my thing. And I like it. Unfortunately, this round I'm not going to get a single one of my objectives, I don't think. Oh, he gets to tag you back. Interesting. Oh, man, if I had a way to bump Magore 1 square, I'd be able to get him. But these guys are already attacked. You can't move anymore. Shoot dang. Okay. Yeah. Oh well. It'll just have to be what it is. Okay. I hope that Spezia is watching this and just like, Doug, you're ruining everything. Your tactics are bad and you should feel bad. I'm going to zoom in here because I actually like the way you painted these guys up. Oh yeah, sure enough, Astral Templars. Oh, sorry, I'm scoring my objectives here. Discard, okay. This one we could totally do. That one's a no-go. And we are going in... I feel like that one's possible. Okay. Let me see what I got. I think I'm gonna go. Cleave. What's up, homies? Hey, Bear Wizard. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I think everyone's inspired, aren't they? Oh, I guess just Riptooth. Now I become Super Doggo. Corey, I don't know what any of your objectives are, my man, but you got to get some points on the board. I mean, I only have 2, but that Grand Slam Hammer can definitely take out at least one of my guys. That's okay. that's okay. He wasn't meant to do damage. My thought process on that one was I'll throw sort of like my weaker guy up front, and then that way he can act as an assist when a heavier hitter comes in afterwards. I'm gonna pass. I don't want to do a reaction. There's no reason to. I don't think I'd gain much from it. Because if I pushed him, where would I push him to? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna have him trot forward. Oh wow, damn. Corey lucked out on that one. Holy smokes, that was a good roll. Now he's just gone full crazy butt-kicking machine. Oh, I love this last guy. Wasn't his name, what is his name? Like the Bull or something? The Bold. Okay, for some reason I thought it was like the Bull. Nice. Oh, that's not a success now. Pass. I still got Riptooth who's going to come up and try for one last attack. Man, this guy is a whole storm host unto himself. I respect it. Where are the Griffhounds in Shadespire? I need more puppers. There are a few war vans that have them now. What is there? There's... Ooh, nice. Clink. You got me this round. That's it. So assassinated. Do I think I'm gonna get 3 ploys? Excuse me. If you're playing Underworlds Online specifically, I guess that kind of limits the pool. Yeah, the Castigator ones, they're there. Yeah. Okay, let's discard this. Discard this. Let's fish for some ploys. Okay, I got a few. Late to the party, what are your thoughts on the return, quote-unquote, of the dragons? Do you think GW will add more dragons outside of the Stormcast? I really hope so. I do hope that with Gur being the central focus of things, but I hope that this is a sign of more monsters to come for all factions. Like, for example, the ones that we saw were for like the Stormcast Eternals. It seems to be specifically, and just as Spezia pointed out, they why aren't they in general order or their own ally faction? It's a kind of a strange thing. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Part of it, honestly, it just makes me feel like the Stormcast Battle Tome is getting so bloated in such a short amount of time. Like, the Space Marines Codex is massive, but that's a massiveness that took years to build. Whereas, like, the Stormcast Battle Tome is huge, and it's only been around for like 5 years since the game has been out. So you tag me, I tag you back. Nah, I won't drive you back. I give you one pittance, one coin. Yeah, so I don't know, but I mean, but if it was a thing where it was kind of like how Gargants worked when they first dropped, of like every faction has some form of Gargant, you know what I mean? Like, I would have loved that. I think that would have been so stinking cool. I'm happy with all the weird monsters coming to Orc War Clans. Yeah. I for me, what do I feel about that? I'll be honest. So I've been very vocal about the fact that since they were announced and sort of started being previewed, I was pretty much lukewarm on all of the Cruel Boys stuff. Like, I don't know why. I really am not a fan of the Hobgrot models, but everything else, I'm just kind of like, okay, it looks cool. And then they just started releasing some of those monsters in the previews, and I'm just like, these things are so cool. There's some models that I just absolutely love. And so I don't know. Man, this went bad. Don't worry about it, dude. It's not fair at all, because I have been playing with this warband for, I mean, it's my third game with them, but, well, I guess it's the third game with this deck, but the warband I've been doing a lot with. Corey, if you wouldn't mind hanging in there, I'm just going to pass everything just, on my end. If you have ways of getting glory, please do. Your crits. Yeah, I have always had the same problem where I feel like the online version seemed to be a lot more crits than in, like, real life. So that's interesting. But anyway, back to my thing of just like, I don't know. Yeah. My computer being slow. There it goes. Thank you, Corey, though, for a game. It was very fun. I'm sorry I baby seal clubbed you. I didn't mean to. Agreed on the bloat. It seems instead of expanding, they are doubling down. Hope they create a new faction that contains dragons. Agreed. And I think that's... honestly, I would love a world where... we have some very well-established factions, but some of those are so much smaller, like, say, Keratin of Lords, Fire Slayers, that kind of thing. And things like Deepkin. What are some other good examples of small factions? Chaos doesn't really have any small ones. But instead of just creating, massive sweeping armies, what if they kind of eased up on that and then just really focused on like Grand Alliance supplements. So like the Gargants. Hey, here's a bunch of cool Gargants that like you can build into an army somehow. Hey, here's a bunch of cool dragons that you can build into an army. Like, I think that would be a great way to get sales from multiple directions, from different people of all different armies, but also like everybody gets to add a cool thing. I don't know. I mean, because as much as I love these dragons, they are impressive models. Like, eat dirt, Smaug. Nobody cares about that guy. Get out of the way. I want the guy who looks like, I don't know, Scar from The Lion King. That dragon looks awesome. But at the same time, it's like Stormcast already have a big dragon, right? They have the Lord Castellant on whatever. So I don't know. I just feel like they didn't need it. I don't know. I'd love to do a Dawnbringer army of witch hunters and flagellants. Well, I don't know if that's going to come, but I would suspect based on what we saw with Soulblight Gravelords, that the next time they get around to doing Cities of Sigmar, I bet it will be the Dawnbringer Crusades. That's my guess. Where instead of instead of doing, thank you so much for the game, Corey. I really do appreciate it, buddy. I'm just don't want to interrupt my own thought here. Instead of basing them on specific cities, it's different kinds of outposts that are being forged, and they could have different sizes of garrisons and that kind of stuff. I think that makes a lot more sense based on what we saw. I mean, I'm reading Dominion as we speak, and they're first establishing a city. There's all kinds of soldiers there. I think it makes perfect sense with the coalition aspect of Stormcast and Cities of Sigmar as it is now. I just think it's really cool. Oh, do you want a rematch? Yeah, absolutely, dude. I'm going to invite you again with a super secret code. This time we're going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Yeah, I'm the Stormcast Star Drake. I bought one 3 months ago, and now this really makes me nervous. It's just going to jump up in points, not get very needed. Well, I think it definitely has some play, simply because the one that you would have bought has like a rider, and then he could interact with all different kinds of keywords and hero abilities and those kinds of things. So I'm not worried about like the existing dragons going down in any way, or like losing value in any capacity. But I would say it just doesn't seem like they needed it. I mean, I look at other factions and like, man, if they put a kick-ass dragon model into, pick literally any other order faction, Daughters of Cain, Fire Slayers, like a legit uber Magmadroth. Can you imagine how Fire Slayers would lose their minds if they had a giant magma dragon like that? Oh, they'd love it. I did like this one. Okay, so what you doing, Corey? Let's see. I like that. Come, visit me in the killing fields. Objective. Okay, we'll go back here. You gonna put her? Yeah, that's how you place a lethal hex token with some chest hair. Um, Ooh, okay. Objective. Let's see. Only one of those is possible. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, okay. We'll take those. Jacob, hey Doug, how's your day going? It's going really well. Just hanging out, playing some Underworlds. I got the itch to get back into this game. It is a little bit odd just to have like multiple iterations of it. Like, Corey Bragg, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate it. I'll show my hand just a smidge. Oh, I love the little rat animations. One of my favorite lists for this game that I saw was someone who he was playing the Iron Jaws that are on here, so like the 4-man Ardboys unit. And basically, so his whole mechanic is like they inspire when they get wounded, and so he just kept putting. He would find whatever. Ooh, I think I win that one. Deployed like a coward. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I think Magore. Give me just a second. I promise I'm not wasting your time. Vernon, don't know if you can answer this, but did the destruction of the world that was and the dispersion of the winds of magic create the mortal realms? Spezia responds yes and no. In the end times, it's heavily influenced by the current gods. Yeah, so it is a bit. Let me see if I can actually get a charge off. 1, 2. But my understanding is, when I initially read, like how things transpired in the end times and that kind of stuff. Oh, you're killing me. But when I initially read that, I guess the thing that I picked up was yes and no. So like the winds dispersed because they were being funneled into the old world. Now the amount of time in between those two events, between when the realms were formed, whatever, we have no concept. It could have been like millennia or whatever, just because we do know that when Sigmar awoke, the realms already existed and he went to explore them. So there's no way to say no. They've always existed. They, outside of the old world, or did its destruction lead to their creation? We just have no sense of the time scale involved. Yeah, it's a bit hard to answer. We do know that those characters who bound themselves to winds of magic, i.e. Nagash, Alariel, Sigmar, and so on, they did, when they woke up in their respective realms, have some creator power over them. So like we know Alariel basically turned her realm into what she wanted it to be. Now whatever that means, is up to the respective deities. But I don't know. It gets real murky because then you have other stuff like how there are other gods of death besides Nagash. And you're like, well, what? Where do those guys come from? I think Nagash is the oldest we have in AOS. Let's see. Is he older than Marathi? I don't know anything about Marathi's lore, to be honest with you. Ooh. Oh. Wow. That hurts. Do I want to do that? Do I want to push him? I think I do. Ah. Shoot, dang, man. No, it's power phase. Okay. I was like, what's the game waiting for? When I play this against bots sometimes, when it goes to the reaction phase, or, not reaction phase, but when it gives the computer itself a chance to react, it will weirdly just kind of sit there silently for a bit. So I didn't know if it's like an internal logic processing thing or what. Why do you take the dumbest route possible? Corey, I know you're not listening, but I like how this list has some teeth, some chittering, skaven teeth to it. Hey, how's it going? I'm back. Just came in to see my favorite YouTuber from Iowa. Thank you so much, Murthy Timothy. That's so nice of you. I can't remember. Are you in Iowa as well? Oh my gosh. Wow. Nice. Yes, sir. Right on. Right on. Yeah, sadly, I have I think I did. I haven't played this since beta. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think there's been some improvements to it. Yes, it definitely looks nicer. Oh my gosh, yes. But there's still some user interface things that are just awkward. Like, I wish there was a way to see... Like, I wish there was a way, like, if I clicked on these things up here, that it would show me, like, both sides of the card for the character. Because you'll get stuff where it's like... Let's see. That one is, I'm going to say dubious. Okay. But just, yeah, there's just some user interface things where I'm like, I don't know if y'all really thought about that. No, play my upgrades. Yeah, let's start fresh. Let's see what I got. One, two, three, four. That's... yeah. Not super in love with all my options that round. Let's see. Just got some Necron Immortals and another unit of Black Guard on the way. Sweet. That's awesome. Okay. Murphy, I'm so sorry. Can you remind me what part of the Iowa you're located at? I would love to get some games in. Like, locally, I've been giving demos to two gentlemen now. And, and they want to play, but, of course, it's going to take a while for them to learn and accrue armies and that kind of stuff. And, frankly, they're both Stormcast players, so I'm looking for a little bit of diversity. Gosh dang, man. How long do these games usually last? I've been tempted to try this, but time commitments have been tough. So, Underworlds, if you and your opponent both know what you're doing, you absolutely should be able to crank out... Someone tell me in the chat if you know, like, honestly, most of the time, because this computer is calculating a whole bunch of things and all your different card options, but if you know what you're doing faster than that, not very long at all, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, maybe half hour, 45 minutes if you both show up and you're, like, ready to roll. Yeah, crit when I don't need it. Davenport, I play at +1 games. So, Murphy, if you wouldn't mind, I don't know if you're already in the group. Are you in the Iowa Age of Sigmar group? Oh, dang. Well, this guy's on his last leg, so we need to get some... We need to get some swings in here. I am not doing good. Oh. Well, I had 2 successes. Does that? Yeah. Say driving back doesn't really help. Okay, sweet. Reach out to me there. I would love to hang out. I go up to Quad Cities all the time. Like I popped into Game Plus, Game Plus 1 and 2 Plus Top's not a great match. I went in there once. They didn't have much of a selection of what I was looking for, which I don't remember at the time what I was, but yeah. We can play Underworlds or Kill Team. 20 minutes at most. Yeah, I mean, for how long the game goes, Ed, yeah, it's pretty quick. I know I mean, this is old information. I don't know how Underworld's tournaments work. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I do know that the store manager, when the game first came out, one of the things that he was excited for was the idea of like 2 out of 3 rounds. So like if you go to an event, even though it's an all-day thing, they'd give you enough time to play 3 games. Best of 2 wins that round. So that way you could have like a side deck and that kind of stuff. You can get a little more complicated. Will do. Although the people at Games Plus One, it's a different crowd. I kind of got that sense when I was there. Seemed to be a lot more into the role playing and possibly card game elements. Is that kind of what you're referring to? I mean, we're all nerds. We understand nerd talk. Feel free. Speak. Was it speak plainly? Is that what Vikings say? That kind of stuff. You son of a... Oh, man. Okay. Gambit ploy. Oh, I didn't see that one. What was it? Move an unheld objective 1 hex. You cannot move into a hex that already contains an objective. Okay. Cool. Well, on Thursdays when we play AOS and 40K, a lot of them are veterans and funny. There's just a reason not a lot of kids show up there on Thursdays. I gotcha. Understood. Understood. Grown-ups talking like grown-ups do. But Thursdays is great, actually. What is it? I mean, most Thursdays I'm free. That's actually the game night I like a lot, if I'm honest with you. So that's cool. I might pop in. I have no way of getting him out of my territory. That's gonna be a stretch. Play your upgrades. That guy's gonna die, so we'll try to get the most out of him. Discard power cards. Well, this guy's dead, so let's just go ahead and... Yeah. Ooh, look at you go, Corey. Nice. Warband takes enemy fighter. All right. But good crowd and good people. I have no doubt. Yeah, I mean, can I ask how big is the group? Like, is it a healthy size? Is it just 3 guys in the corner who scream and cuss and drink? Or is it like a group of guys who all play war games? Because I've been a part of a bunch of different kinds of groups, and they're all good people, right? I mean, like, no one No one dumps this much money into a hobby to show up and like be a dick about it. Ooh, Corey, who's going? It's a group. Okay. A lot of them play Legion. Legion. Why is my brain skipping? Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, Star Wars Legion. Okay, cool. Yeah, I actually, quite frankly, I just got out of Legion because I didn't care for my local group a ton. So, mm, all right, Magore. We promised Corey a free hug. I don't think I have any reaction to that. No! Switch off games every week or so we don't get burned out. Okay, cool. Did you sell that Hoth army? I saw you had on eBay a while back. Did I? I might actually still have that one. So there's two things in a box next to me. Wait, are we waiting on me? No, it's his activation. Okay. So I don't think I did, actually. I still have them. They're still sitting there. I guess I could bust them out. It was just one of those things like it was introduced to me as a fun, fairly chill game, and then once I started playing, I was like, "Oh, you guys are like out for blood." Cool. So me when I built, as I was informed, my super cool chill army, all of a sudden I'm getting my teeth kicked in all the time. And I'm not even someone who necessarily cares about winning, but it's one of those things like I didn't feel like I was even playing the same game. And that's when it's like, this is just no fun. I cleave thee. Yes. Hmm. But yeah, I get in the zone. I'm in the zone. We trash talk a lot too. I've had people tell me that beforehand. Oh, you tell people that beforehand. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, as long as it's meant in jest and the second anyone looks like they're not enjoying it, people stop. Trash talk is totally fine. I just remember there was this when I was oh my gosh, it was in Seattle before I met the Rerolling One guys. I was trying to play Games Workshop, not Games Workshop, 40K. um and yeah, but there was this old guy who, I say old, he wasn't old. He was actually like just in like his like, I don't know, mid 40s to 50, but he looked very haggard from a very hard life. How about that? I think that's fair. We can all agree that we know that kind of person who looks real rough. But he just like was not good at, table talk, and you're kind of just joshing around with each other, and he would just look at you. You'd be jabbing with him, and he'd be like, "I'm going to kill you." And you're like, "What?" And it was like, instead of like, "I'm going to wipe the floor with you," he would just sound so serious anytime he did that. He's like, "I'm going to kill you." Like, oh God. Ooh. Corey is kicking my butt. Are we in the third round? I feel like we are. Just keep buffing everybody up. Nice. Oh, yes. Let me see. Nice. I want him back in so we can talk about it. That was a fantastic game. Oh, I got a loot urn. What did I get? 2+ good payback. Yeah, dude. No, I think you did awesome. Awesome. So a few things I want to walk away with what I learned from that. So your placing of the terrain was freaking brilliant, and I fell right for it because, yeah, I made that tight corridor where I could get my troops in very easily, like right in front of the terrain feature that blocked. I don't know. It kind of split the whole board up. I thought you did awesome, man. That was a great game. Usually see me either playing, watching, or begging for water at the counter. Thank you so much, Corey. That was awesome. So what time am I at? 1:20. Stannis, how far behind the physical release of warbands are they with this game? Pretty far back, and they're also not going in the same order. So that's an important thing, because like you can look at some of these warbands and let's see, where are they at? Warband store? Is that what I'm looking for? Let's see, what are they, all the warbands? That's weird, they're not just listed. So what do we got? We got... Okay. Yeah, so Steelheart's Champions, Magore's Fiend, Sepulchral Guard, Farstriders, Chosen Axes. Yeah, the Stormspire's Curse Breakers and the Wraith Creepers are, I think, the two newest. Maybe the Storm of Celestis is. I might be wrong on that one. But yeah, they're super not in order. So it's a little bit all over the place. Does anybody like follow the company who does this? Like, do they have a blog where they're like, hey, this is coming out next or something? Hey, Doug, can't wait to finish at work and fire this up. Hope you're having a wonderful week. Oh, thank you so much, Willie. Absolutely. No, dude, you're the awesome. I want to see. Let's get some cosmetics up in here. Card back. Dang it. I want a new card back. I want a corn symbol or something cool. Deck portrait. Don't care about any of those guys. Nothing's better than the corn symbol. Storm of Celestis and the Wraith dudes. Yeah, okay. Which actually, you know, depending on what Universal cards this current, you know, online version has, I've heard some really cool things about the Storm of Celestis. Or I guess I was... Was I thinking of Stormspire? Oh, no, that was the wrong one. Yeah, there we go. Where they're wizards here. So they... I will say, yeah, some of the things that if you guys hadn't... they tend to just kind of drop stuff. Garrix Reavers really just showed up. The new Wraith and Castigator warbands did release alongside the new starter box. That's cool. Apparently on tabletop, Storm of Celestis is supposed to be scary good. That's what I've heard. Because I know... First of all, having their symbols all look the same is a terrible idea. I don't know who thought of that. But, so I played a computer match against them, because I always hit random, just because I want to get better at different kinds of factions. But, when I played against these guys, a lot of their abilities are really cool, because they can use the doggo as like a bait, but he has ways of, when things come too close, he lets them do extra actions, which is really nice. They look pretty cool. But yeah, they haven't touched much of the Beastgrave or Dire Chasm, and I wonder why. I don't know. They aren't even all the way through Nightvault yet. Yeah, because what else came out in Nightvault that they haven't touched yet? Nightvault. They all kind of blend together. I can think of the models, but not. Oh, the Chaos Warband, right? They're not part of this. Thorns of the Briar Queen. I should really get these. Let me see. I remember... What are they, like $5 each? $7. I'll get them later, but I will eventually. I like this one because it's so interesting. Oh, Malog gets... Chaos Barbarians. See, I know that they are changing the order of their releases because they have their own separate meta on this, which is very strange when you think about comparing it to the in-tabletop card game. Because I know that they held off Garrix Reavers because at the time... Oh, Corey, you're good, man. Because at the time, there were a lot of builds that made Garrix Reavers incredible. They were these, and every dude could become a missile. So they kind of toned that down. And so they put out Magore's Fiends first until they did their own rebalancing or whatever internal thing. And then they released Garrix Reavers. So I know that they are mindful of what cards you have access to in the online version. It's just very strange. I don't know. Hype for that Nith Crab. I like him. He's fun. I don't know if I would buy every single... Well, I certainly won't be able to buy every faction for the tabletop version, but there are some that interest me. Pretty soon in the mail I have come in the Godsworn Hunt, which is the name of the Chaos Barbarian guys. And they look super fun. Look very aggressive. There's also... the Beasts of Chaos ones I have painted back there. I had them in my Nurgle army, but yeah. For the online version, they've also really limited the universal cards, which can be really good. Oh, that's nice. Kind of limits a lot of the combinations and stuff. Okay. Let's see. You only have to buy faction and faction cards. It has potential to be more balanced. For sure. And that's the thing where it's like, I can't imagine being, is it Steel Sky, the guys who run this, like sitting there trying to balance, you know, they're doing the same job that the balance team or game design team is doing at GW, just with a totally different set of warbands. I mean, they're all the same, but they're releasing at different times and in different sequence. And yeah, they put a limit on universal cards. It's interesting. Although if we do play, I love narrative a lot. So if we did, you'd be okay with that. Oh, absolutely, dude. Let me ask you this, Murphy. Do you have an AOS army that's ready to go? Because I'm actively trying to get games in for my Path to Glory series, and I would love it. If you want to feature in that, you got it, my dude. So if you got 1,000 points of anything, anything AOS. Glad to see so many people are hyped about Underworlds. Yeah, I love it. It took me a long time to get my head around the deck building elements. Honestly, a lot of it was just my internal. I had to get over it, right? Like I kept saying to myself, like, "Oh, I struggle with this, whatever that." And then when I broke it down, it's like, it's 12 objectives, it's 10 ploys, 10 upgrades. Just do that. Yeah. Hey man, you ever make it to northern Vermont? I'm gonna show my ignorance here and be like, where in the hell is Vermont from me? Okay, it is other side of the US. Okay. Can we get an epic orc gameplay? Any faction, to be honest. Oh, you want to play orcs? Let's do it. I'm just going to do a quick bot match because I don't know anything about this deck. And I think that'll round out... Let's see, we'll go this. Yeah, what's up?
Did you print off my things?
I didn't. Give me 2 seconds and I will. Okay, my friends. I just got the word. I do have to hop off. It's no problem, though. We'll kick it off next stream. Frankie with the... let's see. With that warband, I promise. Thank y'all so much. Murphy, hit me up, and I will chat with you online there. But thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. I will catch you later, and happy wargaming to you, friends.